Ramsey will have a responsibility today to cover T.Y. Yeldon, and for Indianapolis to be their only 4 sacks on the season. They need to get after Blake Bortles.
Our countdown to kickoff continues here in London as the Indianapolis Colts and Jacksonville Jaguars get set to play in the first of 3 games in the United Kingdom this year. Time for the national anthems of both nations. Down to the public address announcer, Alan Roach.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats for the U.S. national anthem, performed today by the internationally acclaimed opera singer Noah Stewart.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now, please welcome, to sing God Save the Queen, world-renowned mezzo-soprano Laura Wright.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Santa victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the
Presenting the Subway Fresh Buzz. Served to you by Subway Restaurants.
Do your job on 3. 1, 2, 3, do your job.
In Carolina last week, the Vikings' Everson Griffin had 3 of the team's 8 sacks. Terrence Newman had 1 of their 3 picks. And Marcus Sherrills returned to punt for a score. With the
Subway 3, you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day. Every day a different 356-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on
Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The $3.50 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to London, where the temperature is a beautiful 61 degrees Fahrenheit. skies are clear for the moment. I want to remind you, this game is being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. Jacksonville Jaguars have won the toss and they have deferred, which means the Indianapolis Colts and Andrew Luck will get their hands on the football first. Quan Bray and Jordan Todman are deep for the Colts.
And Greg, I understand why a lot of people like kicking the ball first, because they can get the ball at the end of the half and then get it coming out in the second half. But as a quarterback, I'd rather get out on the field first.
That's what Andrew Luck will get to do, and here we go. Quan Bray will down it in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. On the sidelines with us today, as always, Jamie Erdahl. Jamie.
Greg, thank you. Tough news for both quarterbacks today. Blake Bortles is without tight end Julius Thomas. He's dealing with an elbow injury. Did work out this morning, but just not good enough to go. For Andrew Luck, watch the right side of his line today. He will be with all rookies at the center, right guard, and right tackle position because his normal starters, Denzel Good and Joe Wrights, both out with back injuries.
Jamie, thank you.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, hey,
open Mike 51.
Frank Gore, the deep back.
Mike 70. What's that?
On first down, it is Gore, and Gore out to about the 28-yard line, a gain of 3. Andrew Luck trying to spark these Colts after an 0-2 start, a dramatic late-game touchdown pass to beat San Diego last week. His first priority, Trent, he told us he has to stop giving away points.
Well, and that was the one thing, you know, it's interesting when you talk to a quarterback, and the first thing he wants to talk about is the mistakes that he made, and that just tells you the leadership that Andrew Luck has and the respect that his teammates have for him.
117. What's that?
Empty backfield on second down. A little pump fake to the near side now, and Gore spun down at about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line by Jalen Ramsey. Injuries on the offensive line, as Jamie noted, has pushed a bunch of youngsters into action. One who's been there from the start, #1 draft pick, the center Ryan Kelly. And Luck's primary target is wide receiver T.Y. Hilton, who caught that game-winning TD pass last week against the Chargers. 3rd and 2.
Hey, rock. Yeah.
Josh Ferguson is in the backfield with Luck.
And you can see the way the Jaguars are stacking the box.
Out here to the near side and off the fingertips of Ferguson, and that's a 4th down, and that'll bring out the punting unit.
Well, nobody wants to drop a football, but that's a crucial 3rd down there. When you have an opportunity, your opening drive of the game, go ahead and get that catch. You're out in the flat. You had a rub route where you're free out in the flat here. Just bring it in. You literally can fall for the 1st down. That's one he's going to want back.
Pat McAfee gets it away, and this is Rashad Green from his own 18. And out of bounds short of the 30-yard line. 13:30 to be played, and here comes Blake Bortles. Had an outstanding 2015 season. He threw 35 touchdown passes, 5 TDs so far in 2016, but also 6 interceptions.
Well, and it's important for Jacksonville to get off to a good start here offensively. They've fallen behind in too many football games. It's important to get going here early.
TJ Yeldon is behind Bortles on 1st down. And Yeldon will get about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the offensive line, the Jaguars get left tackle Kelvin Beachum back. A concussion 2 weeks ago at San Diego. He's cleared to return today. And Bortles has gifted wide receivers, including Allen Robinson, who led the NFL a season ago with 14 touchdown receptions. He has 2 so far this year. This time Bortles from the shotgun on 2nd and 6. Little pump, throws to the outside, incomplete. Pass intended for Mercedes Lewis, the tight end. On the Colts 3-4 defense, the veteran up front is Kendall Langford in his 9th year out of Hampton Institute. The defense has 4 sacks on the season. Outside linebacker Eric Walden from Middle Tennessee State, has 3 of them. And Chuck Pagano stresses his defense is getting healthy, and that includes quarterback Patrick Robinson, who missed the last 2 weeks with concussion symptoms. 3rd and 6. They pick up the blitz. Bortles stepping forward and now going to run, and he's not going to get to first down yardage.
Well, and 3rd down has been a struggle all year for Jacksonville. They're 31st in the National Football League coming into this game, and a lot of it is due to the length that they have it on 3rd down. They need to have more success on 1st and 2nd down here. Bortles nowhere to go with the football, just trying to make something happen. Can't reach the sticks.
TJ Green, the rookie, making the stop, and Quan Bray is deep for the Colts. And we get a whistle and a delay of game. No, excuse me.
False start,
Offside.
number 25, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Patrick C. Peyton Thompson was the guilty party offside for. High kick. Fair catch called for. And Bray makes the grab. Andrew Luck going to try to get things started offensively again. We are live in London, and we're scoreless here in the 1st.
I absolutely love my New York apartment, but the rent is outrageous. Good thing Geico offers affordable renters insurance. With great coverage, it protects my personal belongings should they get damaged, stolen, or destroyed. Excuse me.
Delivery. Hey, lo mein, Szechuan chicken, chopsticks, soy sauce, and you got some fortune cookies. Have a good one.
These small New York apartments.
Protect your belongings. Let Geico help you with renter's insurance.
Only those who dare drive the world forward. The Cadillac CT6.
Tim Kaine.
The Thriller. Who's Vanilla?
Versus Mike Pence.
Who's Mike Pence again?
Colbert's live after the vice presidential debate Tuesday.
The culture war between millennials and Gen X delivers a game-changing twist.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my
wow.
Back at spacious Wembley Stadium, 11:50 to play here in the 1st quarter. And Luck begins from his own 25-yard line. The give is to Gore. Gore bouncing and lost yardage, and a penalty marker flies, and now a 2nd.
Yeah, that'll be a face mask, Greg, and you can see three flags flying from all different directions as Gore was trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, face mask, number 93, defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, 1st down.
Tyson Alualu is the guilty party.
See that right hand just reach out and grab a hold of it. Pretty obvious call for the officials.
Walt Anderson is our referee today. So 1st down now from the 40-yard line for Indianapolis.
Hey, single. 170. What's that?
Hilton in motion, but the give is to Gore, and Gore will get a couple. Take a look at the Jacksonville defense. Up front, Jared Odrick is out with a triceps injury today. And Tyson Alualu, he of the face mask penalty, takes his place up front. We'll get to see the promising rookie linebacker Miles Jack, the second-round pick out of UCLA, who starts for injured Dan Skuta. And talk about highly touted #1 pick Jalen Ramsey out of Florida State. He will shadow T.Y. Hilton all day long.
Walk. Behind me. Behind. Watch 51. White 90.
On 2nd and 8. Luck looks right. Now goes over the middle, and wide open over the middle is Dwayne Allen. Incomplete.
Well, that's 2 drops on the day already now for the Colts. First, Josh Ferguson on 3rd down. Drop in the flat. This time, Dwayne Allen in the middle of the field. You're going to see there's no one around him as Luck works through his progression. Allen just turning his head too quickly to try and get upfield before he secures the catch.
So now it's 3rd and 8. Luck at it, batted back and picked off in midair. Intercepted by the Jaguars. Number 91 is Yannick Ngakoue, the rookie 3rd-round pick out of Maryland.
Well, and it's Dante Fowler who comes in. You'll see Fowler working over here from the right side of the line. They're going to be, this is where the pressure comes from. You just see the twist on that side of the field, and Fowler gets that right hand up and is able to tip it up into the air.
So here is Jacksonville with the early opportunity at the Colt 24-yard line. Bortles pulls it down again. And did he just lose the handle, or was it batted down?
No, that was batted down, Greg. He went through a progression. He looked over to his left, and he got locked in on. The Colts covered it, and then he tried sliding to his right, get to his check down, and just by that time the pocket had collapsed. He wasn't able to get it over the line, and that one got batted down as well. He was a little more fortunate than Luck was as far as where that ball was batted to.
Kendall Langford got the block. Andrew Luck looking like he's rallying the troops on the sideline. 2nd and 10. This is Yeldon. Yeldon with a big hole up the middle. And bulls his way for looks to be close to a 1st down inside the 15-yard line.
This play is going right up the middle. You're going to see the hole that's created on the trap, the kick-out block. Excellent job by Jacksonville. Aurelius Ben getting the block on the counter play.
On 1st down, this is Yeldon trying the left side, trying to turn the corner, and gets a couple as he approaches the 10-yard line. This Jacksonville offense has just 1 rushing touchdown this season, and Yeldon has it.
Holding, number 89, offense. 10-yard penalty, still 1st down.
And that's going to back the Jaguars up. Mercedes Lewis, guilty of the hold. You know, Gus Bradley is one of the more enthusiastic coaches that we run into, and he's just so fired up, and you wonder what something like this early on is, how it's going to affect him.
Well, he was, and he bounced into the meeting yesterday. You know, you thought you'd see a different reaction because every time we've met with him, he has been very enthusiastic, but very little sleep. The fact they're meeting with him was so early, and he is frustrated with how things have gone, but he's maintained that positive attitude throughout.
Jacksonville takes a timeout here with 9:22 to play in the 1st quarter. Let's talk about the keys to the game in your eyes today, Trent.
Well, there's several things here. First, for Indianapolis, limit the hits on Luck. We talked about the entire right side of the offensive line is rookies, so he's going to be under some pressure, or potentially under some pressure today. And then, as you can see, pressure on Bortles is important. Jacksonville's given up 9 sacks on the season, so even though the Colts only have 4 on the season, it's important they get pressure on Bortles. Then for Jacksonville, better balance on offense. Everyone talked to us about getting the run game going, and then the young linebackers. You talked about Miles Jack getting a start. You've got Tevin Smith in there, a young player as well, and Yannick as well. The 3 young linebackers.
Bortles on the run. He is terrific when he's on the move out of the pocket, and he's run out of bounds short of the 15-yard line. Antonio Morrison ran him out of bounds. But Bortles, as you pointed out, Trent, is good when he's on the move.
He's a very mobile quarterback. You look at his size, nearly 6'5", 240 pounds. He's not afraid to take off and run, and using that vision and his accuracy outside the pocket is the best in the National Football League.
2nd and 14. Yeldon again. Yeldon breaks into the outside, shakes a tackle inside the 10, inside the 5 before he's thrown out of bounds. First and goal at the 4. Let's see his possession of the ball. Lost the football at about, see, it bounced out at the 1-yard line.
Had that ball gone into the end zone and out the side of the end zone, that would have been a touchback in Indianapolis's ball. The fact is you can't gain yardage on a fumble, so where the fumble occurred was back at the 3-yard line. So instead of the ball being inside the 1 where the ball went out of bounds, because the offense maintained possession, it goes back to where the fumble was, where the fumble occurred, so back at the 3.
And Walt Anderson having a quick discussion with Laird Hayes, the side judge. And they're going to reset the play clock. Chris Ivory has come into the game in the backfield for Jacksonville. 1st and goal from the 3. Fake to Ivory on the slant, wide open, touchdown to Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson one-on-one against Cromartie on the outside. Gives him a little bit of a double move. Works his way to the outside like he's going to run a fade. Just crosses Cromartie's face. Nobody to the inside for help.
3rd touchdown catch of the season for Robinson.
Watch how he gets the outside release. Looks like it's going to be a fade. Crosses his face. Bortles on the money with the throw.
The extra point try by Jason Myers is good, and with 8:23 to play in the first quarter, Jacksonville in the lead, 7-0.
We sent 2 women into a real guy's night out to see if they could find a guy who uses Just for Men. It's me.
No way.
Just for Men gives you a natural gray-free look. Just lather in just 5 minutes. Great-looking hair made easy. Just for Men.
You love McGriddles, but you don't love that you can't get them all day. But now you can get McGriddles all day and more, so you can find something else to not love. Like when sportscasters get carried away with the instant replay pen. Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price. Not here, not ever.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price. Not here, not ever.
Well, did you get it?
More people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right. State Farm.
Everyone say that I am too young to do my own thing, but I know they're wrong. You see, Mama not worried and Papa never did. I'm just a little bitty girl like a whole lot of kids doing my own thing. Check me out.
Find your perfect car
or the perfect car for her. AutoTrader, the only car search engine driven by you.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm. McDonald's. I'm loving it. And by AutoTrader. Find your perfect new, used or certified car on AutoTrader.
Jacksonville with the lead. That's rare air for the Jaguars. They have spent a total of 12 minutes so far this season with the lead. 12:04 to be exact. Vaughn Bray, Jordan Todman deep for Indianapolis.
Well, once again, it was points off of turnovers. Andrew Luck talked to us about that from the Colts standpoint, and that put the Jags in field position.
This is Bray, and Bray out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line or so. Brought down by Arthur Brown. I want to remind you, with NFL Game Pass, watch the games you missed with condensed games in 45 minutes or the full broadcast versions. Start a free trial today at NFL.com/Game Pass. So Andrew Luck is probably thinking, Trent, if I could have some guys hold on to the ball here and there, we might be able to do something.
Well, yeah, that was unfortunate, that last tip pass, but you're right. He has had 2 balls that were dropped. Both of them would have been first downs.
Gore in the backfield. They fake it to him. Luck stepping up and then out to the side. This is Jack Doyle. We have a penalty marker downfield as he's forced out just short of the 40-yard line.
It's going to be holding on Jalen Ramsey, I believe, over on that far sideline for us. Matched up on T.Y. Hilton.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Holding number 31 of the defense prior to the pass. That penalty is declined. Illegal contact number 20 defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Let's take a look at both of them.
Well, this is going to be the illegal bump. T.Y. Hilton on Jalen Ramsey. See the little double move, the stutter. And then here's House on the far side. A lot of hand contact there called with the hold.
So it's the second first down of the day by Indy as a result of a penalty. We talked with Jalen Ramsey. It's fair to say a confident young man.
When he has reason to be. He's had a productive start to the season and looks to be matched up today quite a bit.
First and 10.
Matched up quite a bit on T.Y. Hilton.
And when we asked him if he was going to be on T.Y. all day, he kind of looked around. Can I say that?
Should I tell these guys this? Do I know this?
This is Gore. Gore across the 45 to the 48-yard line. Paul Posluszny, middle linebacker, making the stop.
I have noticed, Greg, already, though, that Ramsey has stayed to the outside, whether he's working the right side of the field or the left side of the field. Yes, he's been able to follow T.Y. Hilton around, but when T.Y. is lined up in the slot, most of the time he'll stay to the outside. That time he was matched up on the rookie Chester Rogers. He's also been on the outside, matched up on Frank Gore. So far in this game, he hasn't been. Here he is at the bottom of the screen on T.Y. again.
Gore once again, and Gore has a first down as he crosses midfield and gets to about the 48-yard line. Frank Gore moving up the charts, an all-time rushing yardage. And he is now 1 yard shy of number 12 all time, trailing Marcus Allen. He's within range of Edgerrin James and Marshall Faulk and Jim Brown.
It's impressive when you think what Gore's done throughout his career. 8 of the last 10 seasons, over 1,000 yards. Just a very consistent back.
Luck. Gonna run it. And dives forward to about the 42-yard line.
That's a little bit different Andrew Luck than what I'm used to seeing. You can tell he's being smarter with his body here. After the play fake, stepping up in the pocket, sees there's nothing up the field. That's very rare to see him go down. He normally in previous seasons he'd try and lower his shoulder and pick up some extra yards. He's getting a little bit wiser trying to protect himself.
A lot of defenders have told us he's like an extra running back.
He is. He's a big physical guy, and it's good to see that he's realizing he's got to stay healthy for this Colts team.
2nd and 4. Near side, that is complete to Gore and incomplete. Yeah. So Colts having problems holding on to the football, and if Andrew Luck can make all the throws, it's not going to do him any good if the Colts can't make the catches.
Well, yeah, that's the third one they haven't been able to bring in. And then we talked earlier about the defensive recognition. Because of his mind, he notices what defense do, but that last one, he must protect himself. He was smart on that last run that he had up the middle, going down before taking too big of a hit.
Meanwhile, Luck's line looking awful today. 1 out of 5 for 4 yards and 1 interception. 3rd and 4. That one is complete. That's enough for a first down to the 37 to T.Y. Hilton.
And some people may think that's an inaccurate throw because you're making the receiver go down. That's actually the smart place to put that football. When you have 2 defenders squeezing a receiver and you want to protect your receiver from taking a big hit or getting the ball in there and then having the defender knock it out, put it low, put it where he can catch it on his body and keep it away from that from happening, and that was able to secure the catch and get the first down.
Can't stress enough that he is behind an offensive line that has 3 rookies up front. Luck with all kinds of time, and inside that's complete to Hilton. And Hilton buried at about the 32.
See Hilton lined up on Ramsey again, works to the outside, and then just the short, shallow cross on the inside. He's smart here to go down. He sees Jones coming in to put a big hit on him, and we talked about Andrew protecting himself. That time T.Y. realizing he was giving up about 150-pound edge to go down. That was smart.
On 2nd and 6, Josh Ferguson is back alongside Andrew Luck in the backfield. And here's a reverse, double reverse. Dorsett. And Dorsett spins down inside the 30 at about the 29-yard line. Phillipp Dorsett turned an ankle at practice on Friday. Was put on the injury report, but he's starting lineup today. This is a team that lost Dante Moncrief for 4 to 6 weeks with a shoulder injury.
Yeah, when we saw that happen, we were a little concerned with how many bodies they were going to have out there. Excellent job by Jalen Ramsey to stay home on the backside and not be fooled in making that tackle.
So 3rd and 3. Luck on the move, pulls it down, has the first down and slides down at the 25-yard line. Andrew Luck getting it done with his legs.
You see, he wants to throw out to the right side where he has T.Y. Hilton and he has Dorsett over on the right sideline. Once again, taking care of himself after he picks up the first down. He gets down, avoiding the big hit.
You know, I asked Andrew if he gives any thought to all of that youth up front and inexperience, and he says, you can't fix that.
You can't. You get caught up in worrying about it too much. You have to worry about your job and getting the ball out of your hands.
Luck under pressure, and he goes down to the 35. As soon as we talk about it, boy, the Jaguars got after it.
Pressure is going to come. You're going to see Podlesny. He's going to work his way right in the middle. They also come off the edge. You get stuck. Costanzo is on the outside trying to figure out. He and Johnson are on the outside trying to figure out. They messed up the combination. There was 2 of them there to block 2, and just with that confusion and protection, it allowed Podlesny to get free.
So now it's a 2nd and 20 as Luck spreads the field. pass. It bounced incomplete. Hilton could not grab it before it hit the turf, so it'll be 3rd and 20.
Well, Greg, I talked earlier about sometimes it's good to throw the ball low to protect the receiver. That time it clearly wasn't good. That was 2nd and long. You don't need to put it on his body there. That was just the pressure of the pocket back in Luck's face made for an inaccurate throw.
Blake Bortles anticipating returning to the field shortly. So let's see what Andrew Luck comes up with on 3rd and 20. Short one over the middle and through the arms of Chester Rogers.
Well, you weren't trying to get the first down there. You're trying to just get some yardage so you can make this a more makeable field goal. But I don't know if Adam Vinatieri needs any extra yardage the way he's been kicking now in his 21st season in the National Football League.
He has hit 31 consecutive field goals. 6 straight from 50 or more. And this is a 53-yarder. Put another one on the belt. 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Vinatieri converts the 53-yarder. 7-3 Jacksonville, and we're back to London after this.
I'm Jamie Foxx for Verizon. In the nation's largest independent study by Root Metrics, again, Verizon is the #1 network.
Hi, I'm Jamie Foxx for Sprint. And I'm Jamie Foxx for T-Mobile. And we're just as good.
Really? Only Verizon was ranked #1 nationally in data, reliability, text and call, and speed. Yeah. And you're gonna fist pump today? Get out of my sight.
Unlimited isn't a good deal if it's on a cut-rate network. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs and 4 lines for only $160. All on America's best network.
They say the Kentucky Buckets aren't a real football team.
No.
They say that we're just a cheap marketing gimmick that I made up to sell buckets of my delicious chicken to football fans. They say that our uniforms are too sexy. That our fans are nothing but mannequins.
What? Who said it?
I say they're wrong.
Yeah.
Now get out there and let's do this photo shoot for the KFC $20 fill-up.
Here we go.
Now available with extra crispy tenders. Perfect for game day. It's finger licking good.
The highly advanced Audi A4.
Everyone's excited about Matt LeBlanc's return to television.
That's right.
Including Matt LeBlanc. Man with a Plan premieres Monday, October 24th.
Hey, a reminder for you, Thursday, your weekend begins here with the Arizona Cardinals tackling the San Francisco 49ers. Thursday Night Football on CBS, the NFL Network, and Twitter. You'd have to say Bruce Arians probably isn't the happiest camper around the league these days. They expected a lot more from the Cardinals.
Well, and you think one of those losses was a missed field goal right at the end of the game against New England. So they've been in position to be better than that, but I think there were such high expectations for the Cardinals coming in, you'd have to think he is frustrated.
Corey Grant from about the 1.5-yard line. And an opening. And just across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And when we come back, 1:45 left in the first quarter, and Blake Bortles back to work on offense.
Josh, don't you have friends coming over?
Yeah, so?
It stinks in here. You've got to wash this whole room.
Are you kidding? Wash it?
Let's wash it with Febreze.
For all the things you can't wash, use Febreze Fabric Refresher.
Whoa.
Hey, Mrs. Walker. Hey, it smells nice in here.
And try pluggable Febreze with up to 4 times the freshness in one refill. Pluggable Febreze and Fabric Refresher. 2 more ways to breathe happy.
Mom's retirement?
Staying pretty busy, actually.
Busy?
Busy's good.
Honey, look.
Number 18 in the house.
He comes in here every day. Gets the same thing every time.
You know I can hear you, right? You know I can hear you, right?
There it is.
I'll be here all week. For your many retirement needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Don't miss a new NCIS Los Angeles. CBS tonight after 60 Minutes.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Bud Light, beer with your team on it. And by Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
Bunches of football fans gathered on Regent Street yesterday in London's West End as we welcome you back. Bortles with the give to Chris Ivory. Ivory trying to turn the corner, tripped up, and goes down at about the 33-yard line by DeQuell Jackson.
Well, it's been a problem for Jacksonville all season long with their running game. Coming into this game, Chris Ivory had 12 carries for 14 yards, only 1.2 yards per carry. They've only got 55 yards a game on the ground rushing. And Bortles talked to us about having some balance in this offense and setting up better third downs for him from a yardage standpoint.
On 2nd and 9, they'll give it to Ivory again, and Ivory doesn't find any running room as we get a penalty flag. Eric Yeldon making the stop.
Holding, number 87, offense. 10-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
That's tight end Neil Sterling.
Well, and just to continue my thoughts with Bortles, he also looked at us after telling us that, hey, I need more balance. We need to run the ball more. He said, now don't get me wrong, I'd like to throw every single down. He goes, I'm not crazy. I'd like to throw as much as possible. But he understands for this offense, for the best success, they need to have that balance. And you can see as they continue trying to run the football, not having much success.
Which is why they don't let quarterbacks call their own signals
That's
anymore.
right. That's right.
Jacksonville with 41 total yards and 45 penalty yards. Bortles had it knocked down and almost intercepted at the line of scrimmage or behind the line. Hassan Ridgeway, the 4th-round draft pick out of Texas.
Well, and that's why as a quarterback, you're going to see Bortles here with his eyes out to the right. He comes back to throw the screen to the left, and Ridgeway is right there to jump up and knock it down. Fortunate for Bortles and the Jaguars, that wasn't intercepted.
Bortles just 1 out of 4 throwing, but that's a 3-yard touchdown pass. And he's looking at a 3rd and 19. With time, little pop over the middle to Yeldon. Yeldon to the near side and is out of bounds short of the 30-yard line. That'll be well short of a 1st down. Out of bounds short of the 30-yard line. You know, Trent, this is a Jacksonville team that much has been expected of this year. There were even prognostications of Jacksonville winning the AFC South.
Well, and that's the thing. When you look at the age of this team and you think that, are they ready to make that next step? Allen Robinson and Alan Hearns and Blake Bortles, these guys are all 3-year guys. You look at their line, they're all in that 2 to 7 year range. This is a team that's really set up to be winning now, and that's why I think the frustration of Jaguar fans not getting those wins.
On Bray, no fair catch, spins away from a couple of tacklers and runs out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So we'll take a break. We are 3 seconds shy of the end of the 1st quarter. 7-3 Jacksonville.
If you didn't expect to see an Applebee's USDA Choice Top Sirloin searing to smoky oak perfection on a new wood-fired grill, just wait until you see the price. Wood-fired steak with 2 sides for just $9.99. Now for a limited time, only at Applebee's.
Well, right now, all our new plans come with no data overages.
We'll finally be in control.
And we're back.
Introducing new AT&T plans with no data overage charges.
If you work for a living, you want a van that does the same. Mercedes-Benz vans. From the full-size Sprinter to the mid-size Metris. These are vans for professionals. Strictly professionals.
We're good.
Mercedes-Benz vans, featuring the worker vans, starting at $25,995. Mercedes-Benz, vans born to run.
Tonight, he's driven by his passion for making things go bang.
A new case.
What if this is about headlines?
So unusual, only Holmes and Watson could solve it.
The Elementary season premiere, CBS tonight.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Hey, Kevin Can Wait is TV's #1 new comedy. See what everybody's laughing about. Catch Kevin James in a new Kevin Can Wait tomorrow after The Big Bang Theory only. CBS. This is the 10th season the NFL has seen action here in London. First game at Wembley Stadium back in 2007. Giants beat the Miami Dolphins.
Who was it that put that up there? I was on that Miami Dolphins team. That's we weren't supposed to show that one up there.
As the first quarter expires, Frank Gore to about the 30-yard line. So we've come to the end of one here in London. They'll change ends. We'll take a break. 7-3 Jags.
Guys, no one's playing as you in Madden on Xbox One. As your agent, I need you to go out there and connect with the Xbox Live community. Get your popularity back up.
Great game, Julia.
I win! Oh, yeah!
Go. Come on, get there. Yes, touchdown.
Snaps the ball, drops back.
Strip sack Miller.
Guys, it's so easy to connect on Xbox Live. What's the issue?
Y'all need to work on y'all people skills.
Play together on the fastest gaming network. Get the new Xbox One S.
You've just realized that your daughter is better at math than you.
Thank you very much.
Well, at least you have our seasonal pumpkin spice pancakes and new apple ring pancakes. And someone to help you figure out the tip. IHOP. Eat up every moment.
Esurance does auto insurance a smarter way, like their photo claims tool. It helps settle your claim quickly, which saves time, which saves money. And when they save, you save. That's auto and home insurance for the modern world. Esurance, an Allstate company. Click or call. Esurance does insurance a smarter way, which saves money, like bundling home and auto coverage, which reduces red tape, which saves money. And when they save, you save. That's home and auto insurance for the modern world. Esurance, an Allstate company. Click or call.
States is under hacker control.
It's coming right at us.
Oh boy, that's a missile.
These guys are smart, they're not sturdy.
The hackers are launching a warhead.
Oh, poop. Scorpion, 2-hour season premiere Monday, 9/8 Central.
Welcome back for the start of the second quarter. Jacksonville leading the Colts by a 7-3 score. And Frank Gore lifting himself up the charts with that run out to about the 35-yard line. It'll be just short of a first down. But Frank Gore has now passed Marcus Allen for 12th place all time. And he's now passed Edgerrin James for 11th place.
Well, if you look at all the names on that list, it's impressive. And he's going to continue to pass names just today. He'll pass a couple more Hall of Famers ahead of him.
Marshall Faulk in his sights. Jim Brown is a possibility. Gore again. Looking for the first down, and he appears to have it as he nudges the ball across the 35 to the 36-yard line. What did the Jaguars say defensively? The problem with Gore is he seems to get stronger as the game goes on.
Yeah, Paul Posluszny was telling us the #1 thing they want to do is stop the run. And we said, well, even with Andrew Luck in the passing game, he says you want to make a team one-dimensional. And if we can limit Gore in the run game, then we can force it and really get pressure on Andrew Luck if we can make this a one-dimensional game. So far, they haven't had a lot of success stopping Frank Gore. You can see the balance there, 10 rush, 10 pass.
Luck with time. Can't find anyone deep. Throws it short to Robert Turbin out of the backfield. And well covered by Jacksonville. At least they held on to that one.
Yeah, they've had a rough day so far. Andrew Luck, 4 of 10, but 3 of those 6 incompletions are drops. 2 of them by rookies, Josh Ferguson, and that last one by Chester Rogers. Trying to get some continuity going offensively, get into kind of rhythm. You got to be able to hang on to those footballs.
So Robert Turbin is in the backfield on 2nd and 8, and Luck will fake to him. Screen to the near side. And this is Dwayne Allen. Allen, the big tight end across midfield and into Jacksonville territory. At about the 49-yard line for a first down.
Well, the Colts have tried on several occasions to hit the play action and push the ball up the field with a big throw, understanding that Jacksonville is dropping deep and not allowing that to happen, calling the screen that time and getting out in front for the first down.
So the Colts in Jacksonville territory from the 49, a first down. Josh Ferguson. Very little yardage, maybe 1. Roy Miller and Senderick Marks making the stop.
Well, we already touched on it earlier in this game. We have to remember that right side of the line. Starting center Ryan Kelly, a rookie first rounder out of Alabama. Filling in at guard for Denzel Good is Austin Blythe, a 7th-round pick out of Iowa. And for Joe Wrights is Joe Haig, a 5th rounder of North Dakota State. So 3 rookies off. 3 rookie offensive linemen.
Luck under pressure and going down again. Actually stood up. Yannick Ngakoue. Ngakoue with his 3rd sack of the season. He's the 3rd-round draft pick out of Maryland.
You're going to see it just coming off the edge. He's just working around the outside. Going one-on-one against Anthony Costanzo. You see him dip that arm and get underneath. Andrew Luck had no chance to get rid of the ball. The quick whistle prevents Luck from getting slammed to the ground.
You know, we keep looking at that inexperience on the right side, but as you mentioned, he's had a lot of the problems coming from the left side.
Yeah, the pass protection, the miscommunication on that left side from an earlier hit, too.
Luck going to pull it down. Now toss it. Incomplete. Penalty marker flies. It's intended for Chester Rogers, covered by Devon House.
Well, Devon House had way too much contact with Chester Rogers.
Pass interference, number 31, defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
The officials will let you get away with a little bit of incidental contact, but, well, that was a grab of the face mask. Now you're grabbing the entire left arm. Easy call for the officials.
So Gore back in the lineup. The Colts now to the Jacksonville 35.
Look out. 180.
Gore picks his spot inside the 30 to about the 28, 27-yard line. Telvin Smith with the tackle.
Well, as much as anything, this is just wearing down that Jacksonville defense. The Colts have been able to control time of possession, running the football, getting some conversions. We mentioned the drop passes earlier in the game, but with this balance and time of possession, it really starts wearing down that front of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
120.
On 2nd and 3, deep drop. Luck with time and flips it out to the near side, and it is complete to Gore, who goes down at about the 26-yard line. So many things just don't seem to add up for this Jacksonville team. They are 8th in the league in giving up yards per game defensively and 7th passing, but it's the run game that presents a problem for them. And this is Ramsey on T.Y. Hilton.
Well, you can see the long arms of Ramsey. That was one of the things we talked to Blake Bortles about Jalen Ramsey in practice. He said his arms are so long, even though you think a receiver's open, all of a sudden he'll come up and knock a ball down. He said last week in practice they thought they had 3 completions, and he intercepted all of them.
3rd and 1. And we get a flag before, and it looks like a false start.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 83, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
So instead of 3rd and 1, it'll be 3rd and 6.
When you see they were in a 3 tight end package, but now Swoop and Doyle coming off the field, the 2 extra tight ends, going to more of a spread look offensively.
That's the first penalty of the day against the Colts. Jacksonville has committed 6. Luck has to call a timeout. He's running out of time on the play clock. So Indianapolis uses its first timeout here in the second half. 9:01 to play in the first half.
If you can dream it, you can do it. In the all-new Ridgeline from Honda.
Before taking his team to state for the first time,
go get it, Marcus, go get it.
Coach Gilman used his Cash Rewards credit card from Bank of America to earn 1% cash back everywhere, every time, at places like the batting cages. 2% back at grocery stores, and now at wholesale clubs. And 3% back on gas, which helped him give his players something extra.
It's a little token.
The Cash Rewards credit card from Bank of America. More cash back for the things you buy most.
One NCISLA agent is fighting.
We all know the risks.
For her life.
Will you please wake up?
New NCISLA on its new night. Then, Madam Secretary returns.
If we're gonna make history, let's make the good kind.
Madam Secretary premieres at its new time after a new NCISLA. CBS tonight.
Back here in London, we met a lot of players that this was their first time here. Not the case, though, for Colts quarterback Andrew Luck. He spent much of his childhood growing up between London and Germany, a lot to do with his father's career, which we will touch on. And he comes back here every summer. He's got a lot of family here. This summer, he visited the home he grew up in here in London, plus he coached an American football camp. He says he's got great memories, a lot of fondness, and he was happy to come back this weekend.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie. Of all the wide-eyed Colts about being in London, Andrew isn't one of them. It's like a homecoming for him.
Yeah, he has very fond memories of his time here in London.
3rd and 6. Luck throwing over the middle, in and out of the hands of Phillipp Dorsett.
Well, that would have been a tough catch. It was low, but that's one you'd like to see your receivers make, so you can add that to another list, to the list of drop passes. Watch Dorsett, he undercuts Dwayne Allen, and that ball is low, but it hits him in both hands. Would have been difficult, but it's one you'd like to see him bring in.
So here is Vinatieri, who has a 53-yarder, and this one is from 50. On its way. And got it inside the upright. That's his second of the day. 7-6 Jaguars. This is the NFL on CBS.
Look at all these televisions. Is this heaven? Have we all died and gone to the sports afterlife? No. But this place is no less holy. A miracle of flat screens and premium sports packages, all in the service of a sports fan's basest desires. So while this isn't the heaven, it is a heaven. And this one serves beer, which is a nice twist.
Ma io sono Marco Polo, ma...
Playing Marco Polo with Marco Polo? Surprising.
Ragazzini, io sono Marco Polo. Sì, sono qui.
What's not surprising? How much money Amanda and Keith saved by switching to Geico.
Ah, Polo. Polo.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Polo.
The Honda Take Home a CRV sales event is here with incredible deals. Loaded with standard features like Pandora compatibility, a multi-angle rear view camera, and plenty of cargo space. It's no wonder the CRV was named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Buy for 2016. Hurry into the Honda Take Home a CRV sales event and get a great deal today.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And by Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
8:53 to play in the first half. Jacksonville's lead is down to 1. Number 4 is Adam Vinatieri, 43 years of age. Just hit his 33rd straight field goal, his 8th from 50 yards or more. Corey Grant will down that in the end zone. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. And let's take a look at our next-gen stats and talk a little bit about Blake Bortles and what he's good at and what he's best at.
Well, Greg, earlier in the game, we talked about Bortles and his accuracy outside the pocket. This is going to show that accuracy on next in only 60%, 28th in the NFL inside the pocket. It's when he gets outside the pocket that his accuracy picks up 71% outside the pocket for first in the National Football League.
On first down. From the 25-yard line, T.J. Yeldon in the backfield, but Bortles to throw. On the move. And spins forward to about the 29-yard line. DeQuell Jackson is waiting for him outside.
Well, and what they really need to do here, Greg, is to keep a drive going. The time of possession is completely lopsided in Indianapolis's favor. Coming into this drive, they only had a little over 5 minutes of offense that they've been on the field, Jacksonville. So need to get something going here. Not only from a point standpoint, but from give their defense a rest.
This is Yeldon, and Yeldon with some running room up the middle and has a first down across the 35 to about the 37.5-yard line. You look at the possessions for Jacksonville, and yeah, we have not seen very much of the offense today.
Well, and if you look at even the touchdown, that was after the tip pass interception that they got down in Colts territory, so they didn't have to go very far. They've got the lead 7-6, but just from an offensive standpoint, haven't been able to get in any rhythm.
Bortles, all kinds of time. Now going to pull it down and run. Looking for the first down marker, slides down about a yard short of it, just across the 45-yard line.
You can see the Jacksonville sideline getting a little excited there because he did slide, yet took a hit. He works through 4 different progressions here. Just has no one open. See Antonio Morrison jumping on him late. That's what the sideline was fired up about.
21 rushing yards for Bortles, 14 yards passing. And looking for a yard from first down. This is Yeldon. And Yeldon reversing field, and he's going to lose yardage on the play. DeQuell Jackson with the big push in the middle.
That's not a good sign for Jacksonville.
It's Luke Jokel, the left guard, who is on the ground. They will look at him and we'll take a break.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you don't love that you can't get all your favorites all day.
I don't love that.
But now you're going to love that you can get more all day, like McGriddles.
I love McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love,
buddy.
like exploding fist bumps. or forgetting what you were about to do.
Wait, what was I about to do?
Or when people say you look like
James Lipton. Oh, man, it's uncanny.
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football. And so is Verizon. Because now you can watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile. Exclusively on Verizon. All without using your data. That's better than good. It's the best. And I'm the best. Watch live NFL games, NFL Red Zone, and more with NFL Mobile. All in HD. Only on America's best network.
When cold and flu hold you back, try TheraFlu Express Max, now in new caplets. It's the only cold and flu caplet that has a maximum strength formula with a unique warming sensation you instantly feel. TheraFlu, for a powerful comeback. New Express Max caplets.
Assists, completions. He's Mr. Instant Meeting, Ed Feldman.
Press 1 to lead your team onto the meeting field. Start your free trial at gotomeeting.com.
Okay. 6:40 to play in the first half. Luke Jokel was just helped off the field, walked off under his own power, and straight to the locker room. We'll advise you when we know more. Meanwhile, 3rd and 4 for Jacksonville. And Bortles to throw. Over the middle, got his man. Penalty marker is thrown. Allen Robinson with the catch, and he's going to be marked down. Well, let's check the flag.
Antonio Cromartie was the one in coverage.
Prior to the pass, holding number 32, defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a completed pass, first down.
31, Antonio Cromartie was guilty of the hold.
Indianapolis brought pressure that time, going to a man-to-man coverage. Able to pick up the first down.
So Jacksonville making some noise offensively now at the Indy 40-yard line, and Bortles to throw again. Stepping up, gonna run with it. Escapes a tackler, tripped up inside the 35. He's down at about the 32. And once again, DeQuell Jackson in the middle of the play. A reminder for you coming up. The Verizon halftime report. Join JB and the guys back in New York for all the latest NFL scores and highlights, as well as a preview of Thursday Night Football on the NFL Network, all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. I know JB ain't a little angry we got him up this early. Bortles, quick slant. And that's complete to about the 25-yard line to Robinson once again, and a flag is thrown in from the defensive secondary.
Looks like the penalty will be on DeQuell Jackson for the hit on Robinson. Player safety being a big emphasis in the National Football League. Bortles trying to give his 2 cents.
Do the officials ever listen to what you have to say?
No.
Well, they're giving this one a good long conversation.
Fans getting a little restless.
Me too. Take a look at the hit.
See Robinson coming from the left there.
There are fouls by both teams. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 52, defense. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, number 15, offense. Those fouls will all set. We'll replay, second down.
So DeQuell Jackson of the Colts and Allen Robinson of the Jaguars. You heard Walt Anderson. If Allen Robinson gets another foul like that, he's gone.
Well, the unsportsmanlike was when he jumped up and he spun the ball on the ground. There's not a rule against spinning the ball, but if you do it in front of the defender or toward a defender, that's what the call will ultimately be.
And there's also no need.
No need. And DeQuell Jackson got called. His was a helmet-to-helmet. You could see the crown of his helmet hitting the jaw of Allen Robinson.
2nd and 2. Bortles to the sideline. That is complete for first down and then some. Mercedes Lewis. And Lewis slow to get up inside the 20-yard line. Now the Jacksonville Jaguars are low on tight ends already. Julius Thomas did not suit up.
Domino's has a $7.99 Monday through Thursday carryout deal. But if you carried out Friday through Sunday, you might have felt bamboozled. So we're extending the deal to every day and giving people who paid more a little payback. Like the Smith family, who got free pizza for a year. They love pizza. We gave Brad a day with the Noid. You're welcome. And we gave Rajesh a nightlight. Payback. Go to pizzapayback.com for a chance to get yours and carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 now, every day.
You're gonna need one big push. You got one more? Here we go.
Congrats. I hear you're having a baby.
Doing very good. Just breathe. Here we go.
You better start saving for college tuition. And you'll probably need a bigger house at some point. But New York Life can help you manage your family's financial future, so you can relax and enjoy life's special moments. Like this moment. That's what being good at life is all about, right?
Be good at life. New York Life.
New Monday. It's the year's most shocking revelation.
Now, Amy's the coolest girl on campus, right?
No. But that's not all.
It's just because I'm dating Sheldon.
Sheldon's popular because he's dating you.
Now Sheldon's popular. What is happening?
The new Big Bang Theory. Then Kevin James is hard at work.
Babe?
Yeah, honey, in the back. Bringing you TV's #1 new comedy.
You are amazing.
I did nothing. Don't miss the new hit comedy Kevin Can Wait right after a new Big Bang Theory. CBS Monday starting at 8/7 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Domino's. Order online at domino's.com. And by New York Life. With the right guidance, everyone can be good at life.
You're looking at the north end of the Palace of Westminster in London as we rejoin you with 4.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Bortles to throw. Up the middle. Incomplete, close to being intercepted near the goal line. And Cromartie is going to walk off holding his right arm gingerly.
Cromartie coming in. Oh, you could see the knee. The knee hitting into that left forearm of Clayton Geathers. Actually, his right forearm. Cromartie going for the interception as his arm was making contact with the guy. Geathers' knee hit him.
So it's 2nd and 10 now from the 20-yard line. Bortles with time, going for it all. End zone incomplete. And a flag is thrown on the far side of the field. Intended for Robinson. Allen, covered by Robinson. Patrick.
That looked pretty clear from way up here in the stands. There was a couple of contacts, one near the...
Pass interference, number 25, defense. First down at the spot of the foul. Correction, the foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. First down.
There was contact right near the goal line, and then there was an additional contact right at the... while they were in the end zone. Heading right into our lap here. You see that left arm extended from Patrick Robinson, reaching out and pulling back Allen Robinson.
So Chris Ivory is on 1st and goal from the 1. And Jacksonville with a chance to extend its 1-point lead.
75, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Everybody is man-to-man across the board because the Colts have the other 8 defenders.
Bortles was throwing for it, and Robinson had it and dropped it.
One with Cromartie out of the game. Geathers was one-on-one with Allen Robinson to the outside. This is one Robinson should have caught. You're just working to the outside like you're going to run a fade, and then it's a throw to that front pylon, a timing throw. Just not able to catch it.
Ivory, the fake to him. Bortles to the end zone for the touchdown. That's Blake Bortles' first rushing touchdown of the season.
Watch the defense collapse. Blake Bortles is just reading the defensive line, the outside pressure that the Colts are bringing. You see both come off the edge here. Bortles keeps it, runs to the outside. Easy touchdown for Jacksonville.
So here's Jason Myers for the extra point. It is good. And with 4:09 to play in the first half, Blake Bortles caps a 75-yard drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. It's 14-3. Team 6, Jacksonville.
What powers the digital world? Communication, like CenturyLink's broadband network that gives 35,000 fans a cutting-edge game experience. Or the network that keeps a leading hotel chain's guests connected at work and at play. Or the IT platform that powers millions of e-cards every day for one of the largest greeting card companies. Businesses count on communication, and communication counts on CenturyLink. CenturyLink, your link to what's next.
Before it became a medicine, it was an idea, a wild what if. So scientists went to work. They examined 87 different protein structures and worked for 12 long years. There were thousands of patient volunteers and the hope of millions. And so after it became a medicine, someone who couldn't be cured could be. Me.
And can you explain to me why you recommend synthetic over cedar?
Superfood. Is that a real thing?
It's a great school, but is it the right one for her?
Is this really any better than the one you got last year?
If we consolidate suppliers, what's the savings there?
So should we go with the 467 horsepower?
Or is a 423 enough?
Good question.
You ask a lot of good questions.
I think we should move you into our new fund.
Sure.
Okay.
But are you asking enough about how your wealth is managed? Wealth management at Charles Schwab.
14-6, Jacksonville leading the Colts. On Friday, the Jaguars hosted a Jag Tag event at Allianz Park here in London. Jag Tag, the simplified version of American touch football tailored to a UK audience. Over 30 secondary schools and 1,000 kids are playing this version of football as the Jaguars have employed a growth by participation strategy since the inception of the initiative in 2015. It's worth noting, Jacksonville is committed to playing a game here in London all the way through the 2020 season.
Well, you can see the reaction of the fans. I know as we went around town the last couple days, there's a lot of enthusiasm for American football.
This will sail through the end zone and come out to the 25-yard line, and we go down to Jamie.
Greg, thank you. Mercedes Lewis is having a lot of work done on his hip right now. He has stayed on the sideline, though, for Jacksonville. Secondly, Luke Jokel has been downgraded to doubtful with that knee injury. Now, Ryan Kelly for the Colts did come back out of the locker room. I haven't heard what his ailment was yet, but keep in mind, those are 3 rookies on the line. If he did have to come out again, it would be LaRaven Clark that would insert into that offensive line, another rookie.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie. And things are getting a little thin on that offensive line for Chuck Pagano. This is Frank Gore. Changes direction, and look at all the room he has in the near side. Across the 40 and out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, thrown out by Miles Jack. Interesting to talk with Paul Posluszny. yesterday, and he's been tutoring Miles Jack, and he says, and I know he was drafted to replace me.
Well, and he said that's the tough part about it. When you're a veteran player now in his 10th year, he understands when they make a draft pick like Miles Jack. And he said ultimately it ended up making me a better player. I was focused in on giving him the details of it, and he's having, as Coach Gus Bradley told us, he feels his best season here in Jacksonville, or to the start of his best season here in Jacksonville.
160!
Luck to the far side of the field, and that is complete and out of bounds. T.Y. Hilton on the receiving end. You know, you saw Frank Gore rip off that 17-yard run coming into this game. In his 2 London appearances, he had a total of 189 yards and 3 touchdowns.
He likes it over here. What's he already at? He's already at 52 yards rushing.
9 carries, 52 yards.
160!
Gore looking for the first down, and it appears he has it. At about the 47.5-yard line. It's a first down for the Colts. 100-yard rushers are hard to come by for these Indianapolis Colts. Vic Ballard against Houston in Week 15 of the 2012 season.
It appeared it was going to come to an end a week ago, and Gore had 70 yards in the first half, but didn't quite crack 100.
Luck under pressure and goes down back at the 44. And that is Tyson Alualu.
Alu coming in for Odrick, who's injured, wasn't able to play today. Once again, beating Costanzo. That's the second time he's been beat. Earlier in the game, it was
been an odd first half in a lot of ways. 2-minute warning.
Hi, gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. Spread sunshine all over the place. And put on a happy face.
Before a bunch of dreamers looked up to the sky and said, why not? And collaboration tools from Intel made rocket science simple for actual rocket scientists. And the launch crew met for a moment of reflection. Before any of this, CDW orchestrated a collaboration solution using PCs with Intel 6th Gen Core V Pro processors. Collaboration by Intel, orchestration by CDW.
This is the new 2017 Acura MDX. And this is how we make it.
It's 4th down, 4 seconds left. Wow, what a pass! Amazing catch! Play of the game.
What do you want to play now? Let's play Frisbee. How about tag?
Get out and play for 60 minutes a day, every day.
You're it!
CBS Tuesday. This team
Watch out!
can follow a lead,
Have you guys seen me?
but not everyone will follow the rules.
NCIS! Freeze!
Stop!
TV's #1 drama.
My gut said it wasn't a suicide.
Don't tell Gibbs.
What was that?
What was what?
New NCIS, CBS Tuesday, or stream it live or on demand.
2 minutes to play in the first half. We told you earlier Jacksonville had been in the lead in their first 3 games, a total of 12 minutes. Today it's been almost 21.5 minutes. Luck Flips it to the near side. Ferguson with blocking in front of it. And across midfield and near the 45-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars, brought down by Malik Jackson and Telvin Smith.
Indianapolis is trying to get a chunk of that yardage back to make this a more manageable third down. You have to think, if you're Indianapolis here, really about another 5 or 6 yards, pushing Adam Vinatieri's limits here on how far he can kick. So you need to pick up some of this.
Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Luck. Throwing it, far sideline, incomplete. Pass intended for T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton hasn't been thrown to a lot today.
Well, and Jalen Ramsey right there, you can see him, number 20. He falls off on that route, and he lets Chester Rogers go on the deep post. So after that throw was made, Andrew Luck grabbed his head. He couldn't believe he made it, but it was more Ramsey just out there reading the throw.
Rashad Green is deep for the McAfee punt. They let it bounce and it rolls into the end zone for the touchback. So 1:06 remaining in the first half. Tomorrow on CBS, the Geniuses are back. Don't miss the 2-hour season premiere of the hit drama Scorpion tomorrow at 9/8 Central. Only CBS.
Well, Greg, I talked about this at the kickoff, that Jacksonville, by kicking off, they had a chance to double dip, get some points at the end of the half, and then get the ball coming out in the second half. So this sets up perfectly for them with 1:06 to go, 2 timeouts. They can go and down, try and get themselves in field goal position heading into the half.
See what Bortles can do with 1:06. This is Yeldon. And Yeldon to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times as an offensive coordinator, first play coming out for 2 minutes, when you're down in that type of field position, you run a screen or you run a draw, see what kind of yardage you can chunk. Then you could call a pass, leave it in your quarterback's hands. You still have those 2 timeouts.
Bortles on the run and slides down at about the 35-yard line, and they'll call timeout. That is the 2nd timeout used by Jacksonville here in the first half. Just a reminder once again, coming up next, the Verizon Halftime Report. James Brown and the guys back in New York with the latest scores and highlights, and a preview of Thursday Night Football on the NFL Network, all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. This Indianapolis defense has not exactly sparkled with 2 minutes remaining in the half.
Well, and that's what offensive coordinator Greg Olson there of Jacksonville is counting on, that team not continue to struggle in the final 2 minutes.
They've allowed 33 points in the final 2 minutes, and that's the most in the National Football League to date. So the Jaguars with 1 timeout remaining, and they have a first down at the 34. Bortles looks right, throws right, complete and out of bounds to Marquise Lee. 3rd-year wideout out of USC. It's his first catch of the day. And it stops the clock with 36 to play.
You see who pushed him out of bounds. Antonio Cromartie, who's back in the game after suffering that arm injury. Colts trying to bring pressure. Brought off the right slot. Bortles reading it and getting to the outside away from the roll safety.
On 2nd and short, throwing to the right side again, and this time he can't connect with Neil Sterling. And we get a flag.
Well, that's TJ Green on the far sideline. Sterling doesn't come up with the catch, and Green, for some reason, gives him a late shove out of bounds, draws the flag.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 32, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Talk about giving the offense a major boost in crunch time.
Well, 32 seconds and 1 timeout left, and you have them still on their side of the 50-yard line. Now with this 15-yarder.
If I read Chuck Pagano's lips right, he said that was stupid.
He would be right.
Yeah. Hey, going over here. You got 3 down over here. Mike's 57.
So Bortles and the Jaguars now from the Indianapolis 42. Quick pass to the outside, and looking for the sideline is Allen Robinson. 28 on the clock.
It's interesting. They continue to go to Robinson, who's in man-to-man coverage, press coverage with Cromartie on the far side of the field. Vontae Davis has been matched up with Marquise Lee, but he's in off coverage just looking back at Bortles. Bortles continues to go to Robinson. They have a good connection going so far.
So on 2nd and 6 to the sideline again, and there's a flag. Allen Robinson working on Cromartie.
Pass interference, number 31, defense. First down at the spot of the foul.
Not much doubt about that one.
Well, not only did he wrap the right hand around his back and turn him, but then you saw the jersey extend with that left hand when he grabbed onto him. So
each team has 3 first downs by penalty in this first half. 24 seconds on the clock.
Still one timeout, so you can use the whole field. You don't have to get it out of bounds.
Bortles pulling it down and can't break free this time. He is down at about the 28. And they use their timeout to stop the clock.
Well, that's the one thing you can't do, because now you're wasting that timeout. Gives a little flinch of the shoulders there, trying to get a double move, but Zach Kerr with the pressure up the middle.
Well, what has gotten Jacksonville this far down the field has been the sideline passes. Now they have to go to the sideline.
Well, they were going to the sideline, but they were going to Robinson against Cromartie, and then on that last play, they switched Cromartie to the other side of the field where Vontae Davis is playing off coverage. They continued to try and go back to Cromartie's side, this time with Marcus Lee matched up over there. If you're Bortles, you give that little pump fake. If it doesn't win, you got to sail it out of bounds. You got to save that timeout. Now with only 17 seconds left and no timeout, you can throw it in the middle of the field, but you got to run up and try and spike it just to stop the clock. So you've either got to take a shot to the end zone or get it out of bounds. Otherwise, if it's in the middle, you're going to be pressed to get that thing stopped.
Bortles on the move, throwing, and that is complete for a first down to Allen Robinson.
We talked about Bortles' accuracy. Once he gets outside the pocket, he's first in the National Football League. Robinson just running an outline. How the Colts aren't protecting the sideline. You see Cromartie bite up on the flat, which is his responsibility. That's where he has to go. But now they have enough time, Jacksonville does. They either have to get it into the end zone, because you complete this in bounds, the clock will run out.
12 seconds on the clock. Not much of a rush, and he threw it away. And there's a flag down at the 5-yard line. And this is going to be against the Colts again. Penalty-wise, this game has turned ugly.
Prior to the pass, holding number 31, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, with 7 seconds, you still have enough time. You can run one more play if you're Jacksonville. You just have to understand, and you have to tell your quarterback, Blake Bortles, listen, don't run around a long time looking for it. You have to, if it's there, take it right away. If not, throw it away so you can get the 3 points or attempt the 3 points before going in at half.
Jacksonville, 3rd time in the red zone. Previous 2 times scored touchdowns. 7 seconds on the clock. Bortles going to roll this way this time and throw it to the sideline. It is caught at the 5 by Marquise Lee. And here comes the field goal unit.
Yeah, I don't know what the extra 3 yards helps you there, but I think they tried the same route that they did to the far side of the field. They had the rollout with the underneath route and the route over the top. The difference is Vontae Davis was offing coverage and not going to allow the throw into the end zone to Robinson, just giving him that underneath throw.
So this will be a 23-yarder attempted by Jason Myers. He's 4 out of 6 in the field goal department this year, and make it 5 out of 7. 23 yards as time expires. Jacksonville extends its lead 17-6 as they go in search of their first win of the year. It's the first time all season they have led at halftime. And Blake Bortles had looked pretty decent down the stretch of this first half. Let's go down to Gene.
Coach, half a dozen penalties there. How were you able to find the end zone and overcome that kind of disruption in a game?
Well, you know, we're playing aggressive, and there's some foolish penalties in there, you're right. The defense are holding, some holdings on offense, but I like our aggressiveness. We just got to play smarter. I'm seeing in situational football making some good plays. Got to carry that in the second half.
The Colts have a pretty youthful offensive line right now. Are you happy with the pressure on Andrew Luck so far?
Well, we need to get pressure on him. He's a great quarterback, and we got to disrupt him somehow, whether through pressure or our four-man rush.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
Jamie, thank you. That is the end of the first half here in London with the score 17-6 in favor of the Jaguars. Back with the Verizon halftime report after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
The new season of Criminal Minds.
His end game is Los Angeles.
Has begun.
Wait!
New Criminal Minds. Then, Cameron Manheim and Eric Roberts guest star.
Dad! Can still lead a normal life. I think he would rather die.
Pearl Black after Criminal Minds. New CBS Wednesday.
October 27th, it's man versus millennial.
5 things to do if you're attacked by a bear. Die.
The Great Indoors premieres CBS October 27th.
Téa Leoni is Madam Secretary. Season premieres CBS tonight.
They were they were like family. I couldn't ask for better help than I did get from Becker Law.
Serious, experienced, results. Call the Becker Law Office. Just dial 3s.
At WLKY, we have an edge on accuracy. With a live local radar, we'll give you an edge when seconds could mean safety.
Intense line of showers and storms, 50 to 60 mile-an-hour winds.
The earliest updates on impending storms. We work hard to show you when severe weather will strike.
High winds in progress.
You work hard to protect your family. Watch the team who knows first. Jay Cardosi and the WLKY weather team. Live, local, late breaking.
36 hours ago, you were Jeff and Susan. Now, you're Mom and Dad. But you've got this. You read the baby manuals, you baby-proofed the house, bought yourself a safe SUV. You're totally ready for this. Right? The Mazda CX-5.
Studies show the drug Abilify may cause compulsive gambling, but the drug makers failed to warn about this addiction. If you or a loved one took Abilify and then became addicted to gambling, you may be owed money.
Call the Becker Law Office for a free evaluation.
Join Eric King weekdays on WLKY News at 5.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
Quarterback Blake Bortles scrambling in from a yard out. Then I guess he shows off, you can call it his European football skills. Bart says that should have been a big fine. But that score put the Jags up 14-6. They tacked on a field goal and they lead 17-6 at halftime in London. As we welcome you back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. Get NFL Mobile to watch live, local, and primetime games, highlights, NFL Red Zone, and more, all without using any data, only on Verizon. I'm James Brown, along with the full house here, Tony, Coach Bart, and Boomer.
All right, guys, you know, Jim Irsay said, hey, Andrew Luck, you got to protect yourself when you play football. Hey, Jim Irsay, how about spending some of that $10 million you got under the cap space to buy him some protection? He's been hit 5 times already this game. That was not a sack. That was an interception. He's been sacked 3 times.
Holy cow.
I mean, bottom line, guys, I was afraid of this in the pregame. It's starting to bear itself out. The Jacksonville Jaguar defense really sharpening their teeth.
And when he's had time, Boom, he's been throwing the ball accurately. 4 third down drops. 1 there. Here's Dwayne Allen. 3 of these drops it would have resulted in a first down early in this game, so they've not been able to have any momentum due to the inability for them to catch the ball. Like you say, when he's had time, they've got to catch the ball right now.
But these numbers really don't tell the truth. But I will tell you this. I just hope he makes it through the season. He's got 3 rookies on that offensive line. He is under siege, and it is no fun.
You guys talk about Blake Bortles. You know what? Let's give this guy some credit. One of his big knocks was throwing interceptions. He has no picks in the first half. That touchdown pass goes to Allen Robinson. He's 8 of 13, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Then he gets 1 on the ground. He's leading the team with 7 carries, 36 yards. Let's give him some credit. He has played some good football today.
Look at those numbers, Tony, in the first half. 8 of 13, 75 yards and a touchdown pass.
I tell you what, let's not crown him now. We talked about before that he had only threw 2 passes with the lead. You know, he's using his feet and he's getting out and showing his mobility. But on the other side, you know, Andrew Luck, I have concern for him as well. You talk about they have 8 men in the protection, 2-man routes, and they're still getting to him. Yep. I've seen greater resistance from Water.
Whoa, Bart coming on strong. All right, folks, week 5 in the league begins with the Cardinals and the Niners on Thursday Night Football on CBS and NFL Network, Coach.
I think the biggest thing is Blaine Gabbert plays at home against Dallas. If he does not play well, could Thursday night be the coming-out party for Colin Kaepernick? Let's see.
That would be something. All right. Plenty of football still to come across our slate of games here on CBS. At 1 p.m. Eastern, many will see the AFC East Division battle between the Bills and the 3-0 Patriots. The Raiders take on the undefeated Ravens, or at 4 o'clock p.m., the Super Bowl champion Broncos face off against the Buccaneers.
A couple things. If I am the Colts, I still go, the Jaguars, I go after Jacoby Brissett. Go after Antonio Cromartie, but Jacoby Brissett is going to be the starting quarterback today for the New England Patriots. Jimmy Garoppolo will be sidelined. He will not be in uniform. Maybe we see some Julian Edelman quarterback today.
But let me tell you what, Rex Ryan would not be surprised with the package that they have. You talk about Jacoby Brissett. They're going to try and get him on the edge, use his mobility. You're going to have read screens. Everything's going to be an extension of the run. Rex Ryan's going to blitz him and try and get him out of the game and see if they can get that back up there, because he came into the game hobbled. And Darby, he's going to put the heavy lifting on his corners like he's always do. Gilmore and Darby's going to have to step up and have a good game.
No Watkins, Sammy Watkins. A lot goes on Shady McCoy. And can Bill Belichick do this again 2 weeks in a row with a rookie quarterback? This is a tougher task than the Houston Texans.
Do you guys know who the leading running back in the NFL is right now? LeGarrette Blount. So, right. You know, we talk about Jacoby Brissett. You know who's going to get the ball out is LeGarrette Blount. A heavy dose of him, and then those rollout passes. I think Bill Belichick, he's going to do another outstanding job of coaching.
The significant loss of J.J. Watt.
It's huge. It's huge for the NFL. It's huge for the Texans, and now even more pressure on Brock Osweiler. He's got to show up and bounce back from that poor performance against the New England Patriots last Thursday. I suspect that he will. They'll put up good numbers today.
I tell you what, I have concern, because you talk about J.J. Watt is eating up a hefty dose of that salary cap. You talk about a back, that can something that can linger on his entire career. Could we see the best days of J.J. Watt behind him?
Opens it up for the AFC South, and maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars, if they can hold on and win this game, they may be back in the race for the AFC South.
I don't know what you're talking about, Coach. Jacksonville Jaguars are not going to win this division.
That's what I wanted to hear. Tony's early
just keep throwing at
Verizon halftime report continues.
Just keep throwing at
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Watch live, local, and primetime games on NFL Mobile without using any data. Only on Verizon.
The Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco icon and co-star in countless movie blockbusters, open to the world on a Thursday. So just imagine what this Thursday will bring when Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals are poised for an NFC West clash.
For the touchdown!
Against Carlos Hyde and the 49ers.
And he goes in zone.
It's Cardinals, it's Niners, it's Thursday. Anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football, Thursday at 8 on NFL Network, CBS, and streaming on Twitter.
Full game replays, you can replay entire games, which gives you more football. Start your free trial at NFL.com/Game Pass.
Get the Verizon Halftime Report live online every Sunday. Brought to you by Verizon. Visit cbssports.com/Verizon.
My name is James Bell.
When I became a tech billionaire, I opened the most revolutionary hospital in the world, right here in Silicon Valley. At this hospital, we believe in pushing the limits of medicine. Here at Bunker Hill, anything is possible.
Now watch every live, local, and primetime game on your phone with NFL Mobile. It's the best. And I'm the best. Only on Verizon.
It is halftime at Wembley. Jacksonville with a 17-6 lead on Indianapolis. We're back to London after this message and a word from your local station. This is the NFL on CBS.
Tom Selleck stars in a new Blue Bloods. CBS this Friday.
This isn't an even playing field. We're Grade A Auto Parts. We do it all. We give choices. Clint, what are those choices?
A quality selection of new and used auto parts, Coach.
Good. We give great customer service. Vicky, why do we do this?
Customers are the most important part of our business, Coach.
Excellent. We also buy scrap metal. Alex, what does that mean?
Fast cash for your scrap, Coach.
No matter the part, big or small, you can count on Grade A Auto Parts.
At Thornton's, we believe busy folks like you should be able to get real food from a real kitchen, even when you're on the go. So now we have real kitchens with real cooks making real food right in our stores. Hand-rolled breakfast burritos, freshly made pizza sticks, soft, salty pretzels, a whole menu of delicious food that's good to go and great to eat. Stop in today and see just how good real can taste.
Real kitchen, real food, it's Thornton's.
From where you are now to earning your degree, whether you're looking for part-time work or the gateway to a full-time career, you'll get there with UPS. We're immediately seeking part-time package handlers for all shifts in Louisville. Package handlers receive competitive pay, can earn a weekly bonus up to $200 and up to $25,000 in educational assistance. Great job and great opportunity delivered in one package by UPS. Apply today at upsjobs.com/TV or text TV to 33588.
WLKY, honored with the Overall Excellence Emmy 3 years in a row.
I'm in there as Katie.
I'll call you later. Or, no, I won't. I'll text you because, what am I, your dad? Don't stay out too late.
Yeah, just text me.
Thank you. Get home safe. This must be what Antonio Brown feels like when he's dancing in the end zone.
Huh. This must be how Lucas felt when he finally got Katie's number.
Pepsi.
Back in Wembley Stadium in London. That's our halftime score. Jacksonville leading Indianapolis by a score of 17-6. Take a look at the first half highlight presented by DirecTV. The Jacksonville Jaguars have been able to shackle the Colts offense. Andrew Luck had his pass batted into the air and picked off by Yannick Ngakoue. And the Colts have been held to just 2 field goals in the first half. At Jacksonville, a team that desperately needs a win coming into this game at 0-3, leads 17-6. Who gets the credit in the first half?
Well, I think you have to look at both sides of the ball. Holding Indianapolis to only 6 points, that's a win for the defense. They got that crucial turnover that set up one of the touchdowns for Jacksonville. And then you have to talk about the Jacksonville offense. They've had great balance. When you look at the number of yards rushing compared to passing, it's been pretty even throughout the game.
What did you think about the whole outlook of the game? How did everybody perform for you?
Well, I think it's the keys when you look at what Indianapolis limit the hits on Luck. That has not happened today. They've been able to get a lot of hits on Andrew Luck, not necessarily sacks, but hits on Luck, and then the pressures on Bortles. Bortles done a good job of getting outside the pocket. He's got good rushing yardage there and better balance on offense. I just mentioned that, the balance between the run game and the pass game. And the young linebackers for Jacksonville, as I said, Indianapolis has been able to, they haven't put many points on the board, so the linebackers have done their job. We showed the play of the first half with the tip ball interception. Those were both young linebackers that were involved in that.
Jacksonville gets the ball first here in the second half. And Corey Grant can have a chance to run this one back from the 1. And right up the middle. And across the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. We go down to Jamie.
Greg, thanks. Just talked to Chuck Pagano coming out of the locker room. Very frustrated, not only with the sacks of Andrew Luck, but the drops in that first half. He attributed it to focus. You have to watch that ball come into your hands. We must have walked and talked about that for at least a minute. You could tell he was very frustrated about that, losing opportunities. Also to note, Antonio Cromartie had a right shoulder injury in that first half. He did return to play, but it's a status that you have to keep an eye on.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Meanwhile, on the first play, TJ Yeldon with running room and slips down short of the first down, and there's a penalty marker thrown on the play.
Yeah, it looked like from up here that he got had a face mask on that play, and there was no flag until the very end. Official from the far side of the field.
And the conference, here's Walt Anderson.
There is no foul on the play. It's second down.
Meanwhile, that Jamie Erdahl, she's got this big smile on her face, and just want her to know that all of our entire crew says congratulations. Hold up the hand, Jamie.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Jamie.
My mic feels a little differently today, so very lucky, very happy to be here in London.
Jamie and her now fiance, Sam Buckman.
He is here.
Things. Yes, he is. We know. Long pass downfield, incomplete, intended for Allen Robinson.
He would not be very happy if I got tackled on the sideline because of that play. So let's keep it clean, guys. Focus on the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
This is Allen Robinson, and Robinson came that close to making the grab. Vontae Davis covering. So it's Jacksonville with short yardage from their own 38. Bortles on the move, throws wide open, Marquise Lee, and Lee across midfield and out of bounds. So another good chunk of yardage for the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are looking a little bit more like the team their fans expected coming out of the gates this year.
Well, it'll be third and short here. He fakes to Ivory, and that gets the defense to flow. And with Lee coming behind the line of scrimmage, he gets lost by the defense. And once again, Bortles on the move, showing great accuracy. Just has to flip that out to the flat and let Lee do the rest.
13 yards and a first down.
Green 80.
Ivory in the backfield. Ivory with the handoff. And Ivory dancing his way clear for about an 8-yard pickup to the 41-yard line. Patrick Robinson making the stop. Chris Ivory had a career-high 166 yards rushing when he was a member of the Jets against Miami last season.
Well, we keep talking about balance on offense for the Jaguars. Give credit to offensive coordinator Greg Olson. The way he's mixing things up, he's moving Bortles around in the pocket, getting him outside with rollouts and bootlegs. He's running the run game, both inside and out, just continuing to cause problems for the Colts defensively.
Bortles on the move again, hits his man again, and breaking free and almost to the 30-yard line is Rashad Green, second-year wide receiver from Florida State.
Another example of a hard play fake one direction, have Bortles roll out the other direction. We've seen with the play fake to the left to Ivory, gets the defense flowing. Green outflanks the defense, and looked like Blake Bortles had his tongue hanging out there. You see him rolling out there?
Lost the handle on that one. Looked like it was an incomplete forward pass. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, sometimes as a quarterback, you want to have a string on the football. That time he tried pulling it back. See his arm come forward, tries to stop. Ball just squirts out. Since his arm's moving forward, that is considered an incomplete pass.
Bortles so far today, 10 of 17 for 96 yards and a touchdown. Quick pass to the near side. This is Alan Hearns.
When you're so accustomed, when you talk about these two quarterbacks and these two offenses, that you're going to have a lot of throwing yards, that everything's going to be up in the air. You're talking two guys that'll be in the 300-yard range when the game ends. And right now, Jacksonville has showed great patience with their play calling and have great balance in terms of number of yards through the air and the rushing game.
3rd and 5 for Bortles. And across the middle, it is incomplete. In and out of the arms of the intended receiver, Robinson, covered by Vontae Davis. I guess what surprised me, Trent, both these teams arrived late this week. They both came in Friday morning. And there was a time, I know, the teams would come over as soon as possible to get acclimated to a new schedule, get the body clock in the right frame.
Well, Jacksonville has tried a few different things. They've come early in the week. They came late. Well, last year, since they won the game, they kept the same schedule this year. And Indianapolis just talked to a number of different teams that tried the same schedule.
Jason Myers from 46 yards out is perfect. So Jacksonville tacks on 3 more. 20-6 Jaguars.
We believe in respect. It brings out our very best.
We respect time. It's the most valuable thing humans possess.
We respect design and creativity. Respect displays the best of who we are, because respect sees another as worthy of our time.
Introducing Genesis. In a world scrambling to put itself first.
Respect is a breath of fresh luxury.
The Home Depot is pouring more into paint. Now we have paints that won't fade, or scuff, or stain. We have dirt resistance. We have one-coat coverage. One-coat coverage. Yeah, that's a thing. Our paints are smart. They're not the paints you used to use. This is the next generation of painting, and it's only at the Home Depot. Best paints, best brands, now even lower prices. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
This movie about an important moment in America's history may be Oscar-worthy. So why is the actor's past getting all the headlines? His story on 60 Minutes tonight.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Back in Wembley, that is Colts owner Jim Irsay. Probably not the best frame of mind that he's been all season. His team down 20-6 on the scoreboard.
Well, the way you got to look at it is if you're the Colts, it's only a 2-possession game here. So even though things haven't been going your way today, the game is still within reach.
This is Jordan Tottenham just outside the end zone and running room up the middle and hit it about the 20 and forward to about the 28-yard line. The NFL plays 60. The NFL's movement for a more active generation encourages fans to get moving and play for 60 minutes every day. Learn how you can join the NFL Play 60 movement at NFL.com/Play60. So Frank Gore's in the backfield, and now is about the time that you want to see Andrew Luck start something. This is Gore. And Gore has been solid on the ground.
Well, Indianapolis in the first half had less than 100 yards of total offense, even though Frank Gore was running the football well. Just that through the passing game, they haven't been able to have much success. Net passing yards in the first half, only 22 yards. Some of that due to the hits that Andrew Luck, the sacks that Andrew Luck was taking.
By the way, Luke Jokel, the left guard for the Jaguars, hurt his knee in the first half. He is now ruled out for the rest of the game. And Gore again, and this time Gore stacked up pretty good.
Close to getting that first down, just came up a yard short. I think they're marking at 2 yards now.
You know, another thing that I thought was really interesting when Andrew Luck, when we were talking with him, well, who calls the signals on the offensive line? And he said that Ryan Kelly, the rookie center, did with some help from Andrew. You've got to think, well, does that draw from what Andrew does out there, and does it have an effect on him? Luck on the move, under pressure, spun down. Oh no, his knee did not hit the turf, and he completes it to Jack Doyle down the sideline. Doyle bumped out inside the 15 by Prince Amukamara.
That's an incredibly athletic play by Andrew Luck. Let's take a look. It's Paul Posluszny that appears to sack him. He throws him on the ground. It looks like that left knee does go down. Don't be surprised if the Jaguars don't challenge this. The Colts are trying to get a quick snap.
They have challenged it on the far side of the field. The challenge flag is down at the 14-yard line.
Colts did the right thing by running up to the ball and trying to get it snapped.
Jacksonville is challenging the ruling on the field that the quarterback was not down by contact.
Andrew Luck was yelling to the Colts bench as he came downfield following Jack Doyle. They'll take a look at it, and we'll be right back in a moment.
Boy, we're shipping a ton of these goofy glasses.
Yeah, well, we got to hand it to FedEx. They've helped make our e-commerce so easy, and now we're getting all kinds of new customers.
I know. Can you believe we're getting orders from Canada, Ireland?
This one is going to New Zealand.
New Zealand? There, false alarm.
Hey, you guys are going to scare away the deer.
Idiots.
Providing global access for small business. FedEx.
Well, right now, all our new plans come with no data overages.
We'll finally be in control. And we're back.
Introducing new AT&T plans with no data overage charges.
You've just realized that your daughter is better at math than you.
Thank you very much.
Well, at least you have our seasonal pumpkin spice pancakes and new apple ring pancakes. And someone to help you figure out the tip. IHOP. Eat up every moment.
We believe in respect. It brings out our very best.
We respect time. It's the most valuable thing humans possess.
We respect design and creativity. Respect displays the best of who we are, because respect sees another as worthy of our time.
Introducing Genesis. In a world scrambling to put itself first.
Respect is a breath of fresh luxury.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by FedEx, helping small businesses simplify e-commerce. AT&T, mobilizing your world. And by Genesis, take a breath of fresh luxury.
When both teams retreat to where the ball was snapped previously, you kind of get an idea.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's left knee was down. He was in contact. It'll be 4th down at the 25-yard line. The game clock will start on my signal.
Another indication was that the Colts had the punter, Pat McAfee, out on the field already.
Well, I think part of the question was going to be, where was the knee and when? Was it on top of the ground or was it on top of Posluszny's leg? And it clearly was on the grass.
Quick thinking by Andrew Luck just didn't work.
Yes, didn't get the ball snapped in time. And
this is Rashad Green. Penalty marker is down already. And Green hit and knocked down as he approached the 30-yard line.
On the challenge, Jacksonville is not charged with a timeout. During the kick, holding number 29 receiving team. It will be a 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
So the penalty is on Josh Johnson, a reserve cornerback.
I'll just tag my last comment about Andrew Luck. He snapped that ball as fast as he could. He got up there, and as soon as they readied the ball for play, he had the ball snapped. It's just the officials, by the time they get it set and get everything marked, that gave Jacksonville time to get that red flag thrown. Which ultimately it's the right call, and that's what you want.
So the line of scrimmage will be the 11-yard line. And that's where Bortles and company will put it in play. First down. Jacksonville with the ball at a 20-6 lead, 9:40 to play here in the third. Bortles lost the ball, and now it's bounced off of Marquise Lee, and they're going to want to make sure that that wasn't a lateral, that it was indeed a forward pass.
That play was just messed up from the beginning. He looks here, he goes to throw, that slips out of his hand, he gets another grip, he gets a hit, you get the drop. As a comedy of errors, they're fortunate that it's just ruled an incomplete pass and they move on to the next play.
Second and 10. This is Yeldon. Yeldon running room left side, breaking free almost. Just as he crossed the 20-yard line, Mike Adams, the veteran safety, dragged him down and appeared to save a touchdown.
Yeldon's going to break this out to the left. 8 yards of carry for him. Just a quick little counter play there. Able to cut it back. Big lane on the backside.
What a job of blocking on the left side of that offensive line. Here is Yeldon again. And Yeldon for about a yard to the 25. Let's take a look at next-gen stats.
Well, the next gen, we talked earlier in the game about Blake Bortles, his completion percentage in the pocket, his completion percentage out of the pocket here. It's pretty weighted when you look at what he's able to do. His rushing stats, 37 yards rushing, and his accuracy he's shown outside the pocket.
Bortles running out of time. Still looking for running room and doesn't find any. And there's a late flag thrown in. Akeem Ayers in on the tackle. Let's see if there was an extra hit in there.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 92, defense, hitting a player on the ground. 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's the rookie, Kurt Magid. Bortles down. Wow, a couple of late hits in there, but Magid was the first right there.
Well, he knew he was bad. When you go to get up off the pile and you're like waving towards the official like, no, don't throw it. Yeah, but as you said, Greg, he wasn't the only one to jump on that. They're going to protect, especially the quarterbacks. They're going to protect the quarterbacks when they're on the ground. They protect them all over the place with the way the new rules have gone in, and you understand why from a safety standpoint.
Amazes me how you aren't still playing.
With those rules, I would still be, right?
This is Ivory. And Ivory will be marked down at about the 41-yard line. Kendall Langford making the stop.
A little talking going on there at the end of the play.
Meanwhile, Jacksonville with 116 yards rushing today. They come in averaging 55 yards a game. 31st in the NFL. So they've doubled up on their average. Ivory has a first down and more. across midfield and out to the 46-yard line. Let's get an update from the NFL Today in New York. JB.
Greg Gumbel, just a few moments ago, it was confirmed that Jimmy Garoppolo will be inactive for the New England Patriots today. The starter will be Jacoby Brissett. Backing up the wide receiver, Julian Edelman. He'll be the backup quarterback. Of course, the Patriots hosting the Buffalo Bills. Back to Greg Gumbel, Trent Green, and Jamie Erdahl.
All right, JB, thank you. We saw Jimmy Garoppolo a couple of weeks ago, and he got hurt. And we asked Bill Belichick who his third quarterback was. He said, I don't want to talk about it. Jackson wraps up Ivory.
He had no interest in sharing who his third quarterback was.
Can you blame him?
No. A lot of coaches don't want to talk about it. Because it's usually, in this case, a wide receiver or a punter or running back or something like that.
Jimmy Garoppolo starting, and then will be in Cleveland next week when Tom Brady makes his return against the Browns. 2nd and 14. And hit and knocked to the deck is Bortles. That was Eric Yeldon, who racks up another sack.
Pressure the Colts are able to get coming into this game. Bortles has been sacked 9 times. He's found a number of different ways to get